So I'm sure in some way or another, you've heard the buzz about a little new game called Once Human. And if you're anything like me, you probably went to the Steam page, saw the 68% reviews, and said, fuck that. But I'm here to tell you, most of these people here don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Let's read some of these together. We got a review here from Super Saiyan Squirrel. They say, I was going to give this game a great review, but upon hearing about the wipes every 6 months, even on PvE servers, you will have to use in-game currency to buy your own stuff back after each wipe. I think that this game is now awful. As I do not wish to purchase my own items, I do not wish to restart every 6 months. Awful decision, and ruin this game for people like me. We've got another reviewer here, and I'll just read this one as well because it's pretty much the same thing. We got Game Brain, and they say, Once Human is a beautiful game, and it's very well expanded in so many categories, but it's a 100% no-go because PvE wipes every 6 weeks, which is twice for its available season pass. Rest in peace, any progress. This isn't Rust. They go on to say, better context. Seasons are exactly like Diablo or PoE, where all progress made in the season itself is kept, but all solid progress and resources is stowed away as complete, inaccessible containment. I'm assuming they meant to say content there. This game is an MMO acting like Diablo/PoE. It's essentially a roguelite MMO, and it heavily compels me to play less than more. Now, this reviewer themselves just stated that all progress is kept, except for your resources, and in a lot of other survival games like this, I would say that's a big issue, but in this game, the resource management doesn't feel that bad. As soon as you get a steel pickaxe, you're getting tons of ore, you're getting tons of wood, and once you get a chainsaw, you're getting ridiculous amounts of wood. More wood than you could ever know what to do with. The main thing I was burnt about in terms of resetting progress here was the house. I don't want to spend all this time making my house look all cute and pretty and shit, and then just have this house gone at the end of the season. But luckily they have a mechanic that remedies this. If you go into your house, hit B to go into build mode, right click to open the build menu, and then go all the way to the right hand tab, there's a thing right here that says blueprint. You can go in here and save the blueprint of your house. This saves your entire house as a blueprint, and you can go anywhere, whether it's the same season or another, and just plop your house down using this blueprint. There's even a feature here that I like a lot. Say you built your house in wood, but as the game goes on, you get better resources and just start to build up a bigger stockpile of stuff. You can go into the blueprint here and change the materials that your house is made out of. You built it in wood, but you want stone? Boom, just click that button there, and now you got a stone house. And then later, once you reach endgame, you can upgrade your materials again. Now, this one right here is an issue that I had as well, and I was fucking irritated with this. I was going to come on here, and I was going to shit talk this game so much in this aspect, but it seems that they fixed it. So I made my character on server 47 the day server 47 opened. And then the following day, less than 24 hours later, my girlfriend decided that she wanted to play the game as well. And so I said, hell yeah, come join me on my server, and we can play together. She tried to join the server, but it kept saying server full, and there was no option for a queue or anything like that. The game just said, go the fuck away, you cannot play on the server. This server is full, and it is locked down. Now this is irritating, but the following day, it seems that they've patched this issue. I can't seem to find anything online saying they definitively patched it, but I haven't seen this issue with myself or anyone else. The day after my girlfriend made a character on the server, she had her friend make a character, and she was able to join the server as well. So as far as I can tell, this is no longer an issue, and that is beautiful, because this should never be an issue. And now we'll get into the big complaint here. I'm seeing a lot of people having the same issue here with the terms of service / privacy policy, and the fact that this game puts 2 programs in your machine's start registry. As far as the terms of service and privacy policy goes, I don't personally take issue with this. I mean, I already have Instagram, I already have Facebook, I already have Snapchat. All of these companies are selling my data every day, and I've just been feeding it to them for the past 13 years. So at this point, one more company with my data doesn't really fucking bother me. But if you have an issue with this, I do think that this is a reasonable thing to take issue with. So when I say that the people leaving reviews are wrong, I'm not referring to these people. We do have some other reviews here though. We have Butthead Juicy here who says you can't change your interaction key from F to E. Actually, fuck this game. No, but in all seriousness, you should be able to rebind keys, but this game is essentially in early access here. I've read online that the only reason that they've already released the game is because they were running out of funds. And in its current state, there are things that are missing, but none of them are too huge in my opinion. You should be able to rebind keys though. This guy's alright. We've got Midnight Reaper here who says, shovelware, avoid at all costs. Edit. The developer response has nothing to do with my review. I'm not talking about the game's TOS or privacy policy, which we already talked about. I'm talking about the game's shallow, surface-level inspirations baked in with copious predatory mobile systems on a PC release. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what the fuck this guy's talking about. Maybe he's talking about the fact that there's a season pass in his shop here. Every game in 2024 has a season pass in his shop. I can't even play solitaire at work without getting pop-ups to buy more shit. And I would say this person has a point. If you could buy resources or other in-game materials that give you an advantage. But nothing that I've seen in this shop gives you a serious advantage over anybody. As far as I can tell, it's just cosmetics. You got skins, you got weapon skins, you got skins for your houses, you got houseplants and tables and all this other bullshit. But no resources or boosts or anything like that. We got TK Dogwood here who says, I have a nice butt. Good for you, brother. I Am You says nobody will read my review, so I will eat 1 spoon of mayonnaise for every like this gets. Let me go ahead and like that. All I know is that this 68% mixed review does not reflect on the amount of fun that I myself or anyone that I've known has had in this game so far. We've all had a great time. Hell, over the weekend I put in 20 hours on this game, and I have a 2-day weekend. That's almost half of my weekend I spent playing this fucking game. I mean, when me and my friends first hopped into this world, we roamed around for a bit, but then we opened the map, and we zoomed out, and realized how fucking big this map is. This place is huge, and there doesn't seem to be any issues with just copy and pasting assets all over the place. There's no issue with every town looking the same. Every environment that we've gone to so far has been unique in some way. I've seen a flooded town. I've seen a town with like a haunted church type vibe to it. This game is just beautiful to look at, and a lot of these reviews that you see that are positive say this game is beautiful. Hell, even some of the ones that are negative state that this is a beautiful game. And the gameplay? Gameplay's pretty damn good. I mean, you got this Pokemon mechanic where you run around catching what are essentially SCPs, and you put them in containment things in your house. And some of these guys help you out so much. Some of them have abilities that help you in combat. Others have abilities that help you out around your house. You've got Digby Boy, who mines shit all day. You got a logging beaver. Pretty self-explanatory, but he cuts down trees. And then you have this little fucking bunny here. This bunny is the shit, man. I don't have to worry about food or water anymore, because this little bastard just runs around collecting shit. I got all the berries I need. I got berries out the wazoo. The shooting mechanics feel great, and I'm really picky about combat, but in this game it feels so smooth and refined already. I just came from playing another free-to-play game, First Descendant. And First Descendant has a lot of cool features about it, but the gunplay kind of feels a little bit cheap. If it weren't for the grappling hook and the abilities in First Descendant, I don't think that game would be that much fun. But this game feels great, and it's also free to play. Getting around the world in general feels pretty great. There's no loading screens unless you're fast traveling or going into an instance dungeon. But other than that, you can travel from one side of the map to the other without any loading screens. And the vehicles make that so much better. The motorcycle is probably the best, but there's a Jeep with 4 seats and a radio, so you and the homies can roll 4 deep listening to that rap music. And that's pretty cool. I know I already touched on the whole house building a little bit, but the house building is fantastic. I've spent so much time making my house all pretty and perfect and all that cute shit. And there's tons of little things that I love. There's an aquarium that you can put in your house. You can go down to the lake, you can catch a fish, put that fish in your aquarium. So that's pretty dope. There's just so much to love about this game already, and it's not even really finished. And the biggest feature that I cannot forget mentioning here is VoIP. The VoIP here is awesome. In a big old pseudo MMO or MMO, whatever you want to call it, having VoIP is fantastic. You can have plenty of wholesome interactions like this.
Keep it pushing, asshole.
VoIP works so well here because whether you're playing solo or with friends, you'll probably end up talking to some other players in this game. I mean, hell, I have a better relationship with my neighbor in this game than I do with my actual neighbor. Now that might be due in part to the fact that I'm a dirty little cave dweller, but I also think it speaks to how good the social scene is in this game. At the end of the day, I love this game, my friends love this game, and I think you might as well if you give it a shot. As you can tell, I've gotten a green screen, and I've gotten a ring light in the stand recently, so the quality of the videos is only going to go up here. I'm going to continue to put out weekly videos, because I am just enjoying this. But I currently have 17 subscribers, so every like, comment, and sub means the world to me. If you have any opinions on this game, go ahead and drop them below, and I'll respond to every comment that I see. Anyways, that's about all I got.